Hi there! We are going to talk about the connection between social and gaming. Social gaming commonly refers to playing games as a way of social interaction. So, who plays social games? Half of the internet population, which is 510 million people worldwide, plays social games. This number has increased in 71% since 2010. Statistics shows that 81 million people play social games at least once a day, and 49 million people play multiple times a day. These people spend an average of 9.5 hours a week on social games. What are the reasons they play social games? 57% of the social gamers play social games for the competitive spirit, and the remaining 43% play them for fun and excitement. In general opinion, people play social games for stress relief, mental stimulation, social interaction, and lastly, relaxation.
So where do people play social games? 66% of tablet owners and 53% of smartphone owners play daily. And over 100 million social gamers play on social networks such as Facebook, Google+, MySpace, and Bebo. Here's a fun fact. Alec Baldwin, an American actor, was kicked out of a plane for not wanting to turn off his iPad while playing Words with Friends. As a result of the publicity brought by the accident, Words with Friends gained 100,000 players the next day on Facebook alone. These are the top 5 social games voted by the social gamers.
I'm going to tell you about Zynga's Adventure World, where you can explore exotic lands, solve ancient puzzles,
You took your mother-in-law to the cleaners in blackjack. Killed it in the slot tournaments and bonus rounds.
They call me Red Flu. I walk in the club with a bottle or two. Shake it, spread on a body or two. Then walk out the party with a hottie or two. Oh. Then walk out the party with a hottie or two. Oh. 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 I'm going.
How does social meet gaming and advertising? Currently, it is estimated that marketers will spend upwards of $271 million on social game ads this year, and in less than 3 years, analysts expect mobile game ad spending to reach nearly $900 million annually. The buzzword for this is gamification, but all that really means is that the companies that have perfected the art of gaming are now focused on making their offerings more ad-friendly. This makes 3 of their biggest names in gaming: Electronic Arts, Wooga, and Zynga. 3 of the most powerful companies in digital advertising today. Zynga is the world's leading provider of social game services with more than 240 million monthly active users playing its games and 60 million daily active users. Zynga's games are available on a number of global platforms including Facebook, Zynga.com, Google+, Tencent, Apple iOS, and Google Android. Zynga has currently created a total number of 63 apps. Some of Zynga's games include Word with Friends, Cafe World, Cityville, Farmville, Scramble with Friends, Mafia Wars, Zynga Poker, and the recently acquired Draw Something.
There are 5 different ways to advertise in social games. Display advertisement that contains text, logos, photographs, or other images is linked to the advertiser's own website. Banner advertisement that is placed either above, below, or on the sides of the website. Video interstitials where a full-screen video advertisement can be initiated from a banner ad unit or from a display ad. In-game branded virtual items where a brand is advertised using virtual items within games or even posting ads on in-game billboard. And also brand partnership or sponsorship. For example, Zynga partnered with Frito-Lay that offers Farmville, Castleville, and Cityville virtual goods through code-packaged in snacks sold in Walmarts across the United States. Why should we advertise in social games? Advertising in social games is a smart, effective way to reach millions of people while integrating your brand into a world that everyone loves to hang out in. The branded content makes games more fun for players, where targets get engaged. Another example of this kind of modern in-game advertising was Zynga's Farm Fail promotion for Cascadian Farms last summer that offered game players the choice to buy the branded organic blueberries that will grow faster and offer bigger cash returns more quickly. More than 300 million plants were reported sold. Some of those ads are seeing a 10% to 17% click-through rate. High rates along with sales are the ultimate goals for marketers.
Advertisers have noticed that more and more people are playing social games, and it also represents an environment that is largely conducive to advertising. There are 6 reasons why social gaming's advertising is a growing success. Advertising in-game is about engagement, not eyeballs. Volvo, H&M, and MTV networks have also experimented with branded virtual goods that users can choose to purchase or acquire through interaction with the brand. This is different than in traditional ads within TV and print and on the side of the bus. Social games reach the Facebook audience. When online, an average person spends more time on Facebook than on Google, Yahoo, YouTube, Microsoft, Wikipedia, and Amazon combined. A significant part of the interaction includes social games, making them an ideal alternative to display ads for advertisers who want to reach Facebook's giant 500 million person user base. Some games have bigger audiences than primetime TV. Advertising in social games might not be solely about eyeballs, but they are definitely a critical mass of people who are playing them. About 30 million players per day play the most popular social game, Farmville. The most popular primetime television show in the United States, Dancing with the Stars, had about 24 million viewers. Social gaming is becoming just as accessible, if not more accessible than television. While most gaming platforms in the past have required expensive consoles and other barriers to entry, most social games are free to play. Advertising with social games is not restricted to virtual. The branding potentials for social games need not remain online. 7-Eleven straddled the space between virtual and physical world by tying products like iced coffee and Slurpees with Farmville games. When a customer bought a promoted product, he or she was directed to perform a task in the game to unlock a 7-Eleven virtual good. Brands can be part of the experience. In virtual world games, brands can do more than hang out on billboards. Brands can be part of the game. One way brands have done this is to add an element to the gameplay itself. Another way brands become part of the experience is by adding an interactive component to the landscape. The virtual store displayed real-world offers, and players could also complete quests that would earn them virtual currency. Brands can reward players for interacting with them. By watching videos or taking surveys on offer walls, players will earn virtual currency or goods. In some cases, players can choose between paying to play or engaging with a brand in order to play a game for free.
Here are 3 tips to keep in mind for advertisers to capitalize on branded virtual goods. Think outside the banner. Banners are still an important part of most campaigns, but virtual good makes it possible to reinforce the message. Integrate your product into a game and work with developers and publishers to find creative interactions with gamers. Consumers love consumables. A disproportionate percentage of virtual goods are items that have a one-time use to enhance gameplay. These items will create a positive association between a product and achievement. Find a way to insert your product or messaging through some virtual goods, and your business will be associated with the fun of gaming in the mind of gamers. Remember the social nature of gamers. Games that monetize well are those that allow users to interact with each other. Virality is almost always a core feature for games that are driven by virtual goods, and it's also great for brands. Gamers are much more social than the average user. So try to find ways to leverage this fact. Find a way to promote your product or service while allowing gamers to be social with each other. It promotes a viral distribution while reinforcing the brand message. Social gaming's growing popularity has gotten attention from advertisers, hence, it provides some unique opportunities for them as gameplay generally involves virtual goods. As we look into the promising future of social gaming, virtual goods are certain to take center stage in terms of revenue and as a branding opportunity. The virtual goods market is expected to boom in the coming years, yielding $4.6 billion by 2016. There are so many avenues that you can take with advertising when it comes to social gaming. Definitely there is an evolution of social gaming advertising, the nature of online and social media creating more conversation between the brand and the users.